I remember years ago in Brighton, the phone rang one day mid-tournament, and I won't use the player's name because he still plays around the circuit. I still see him every now and again. But the wife phoned up and said, "Oh, is my husband there, please?" And obviously all the privacy laws and whatnot with casinos, we weren't really supposed to say that people are in or not in because that was just the rules. Anyway, she's like, "Look, I'm going into labour, okay? The ambulance has been called. I'd just like to just talk to my husband, please." So hang on, all right, fair enough. Bit of an extenuating circumstance. So I go over to the guy and I tell him, "Look, your wife's on the phone. You're not answering your mobile. She just wants to talk to you. Apparently the ambulance has been called and she's going into labour." And he's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I'll go and give her a ring in a minute." Okay, so I go back to the phone and I say, "I'm sorry, he says he's going to call you in just a minute, okay?" And she's like, "Okay, thanks, no problem, bye." So I put the phone down. About 5 minutes later, the phone rings again, and it's this lady again, and she's saying, "Look, he hasn't phoned me yet, and I just want to talk to him before I get in the ambulance. The ambulance is here now. Um, could you please just get him for me?" So I said, "Right, just wait a second." And I go up to the guy and I'm like, "Come on, man." I said, "Your wife's going into labour. Like, for God's sakes, just go in 2 minutes, just walk over to the phone, just talk to her 2 seconds, say good luck and whatever." And he's like, "Look, mate, I said I'll phone her in a minute, all right?" And I'm like, "I'm not telling you how to live your life, yeah, but if my wife's going into labour, I would want to talk to her, whatever." And he's like, "I'll phone her in a minute." All right. So I leave it, go back and I say, "I'm really sorry." He says he's going to phone you in a minute. So I hang up again, and about 10 minutes later, the phone rings again. And I was running around doing rebuys, and I realise he's still in his seat and he's not moved. And the phone rings again, and I answer the phone, and it's this poor woman, and she's actually screaming down the phone at me that all she wants to do is talk to him. So I just march over to this guy, and I'm like, "Listen, mate, you're disqualified from this tournament if you do not get up. Go over there and talk to your wife right now." And he just went, "After this hand."